fucking Jesus titty cinnamon, that is a monster! That's gonna be sweet!
What's up, guys? Corey has no life here, and welcome to the brand new track Lincoln Speedway here on Iracing. We're gonna go do our first impressions, 5 laps, and you get to see the 5 laps of replays as well. And we're about to go have some fun, so let's go check out this brand new track.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Infield pits. Ooh, a fairly tight track. Bit of banking. Long straightaways with tight corners. I like it. But the car here is just a little bit
1.792.
a little bit shifty when it comes to these straightaways here. Ooh. Yeah, I think shifting is going to be the key for this track in the Dirt Legend, at the very least, without changing the setup.
We've got good fuel data.
Yeah, look at that speed boost already, just from the one shift. So you'd either need to shorten the gear ratio
432.
to utilise fifth gear better, or lengthen it and just not worry about fifth gear at all. Yeah, we've got one more lap around here. We'll just try it without shifting at all, just sticking it in fourth. The track already is
19.794.
pretty challenging little track for this little car. It's probably the best that I've nailed 3 and 4, even if the time doesn't recognise it. Okay, that's 5 laps
19.855.
of the Lincoln Speedway. Let's just do a little bit of urban exploring here, see what we can find. And we're blocked off here. That outside area does look pretty nice though, I will admit. I'm guessing that's where the cars usually come out from. You know, this would be where the cars come out from. They probably run through the infield and go out from turn 2. Let's go have a look at the pits area here and the infield area. See how it is in there.
45.449. Pit box in 3.
Can I go through the
2.
fence? I cannot go through the fence.
2.
There's a pretty cool little infield area here. You know, it's nicely fleshed out. See, there's definitely areas where they don't want you to go. Oh, can I get down here? Oh my god, I can. Oh wow, launched. And I found Junior. Alright. Before we go to the actual replay here. There they are. Excellent. Found them already. Alright, let's go have a look at the 5 laps outside the car. And we'll do it from TV mixed, which is what we're already on. Yeah, this could be a really challenging track for these little cars. And as I said, you know, I've done no setup changes or anything, so just running with what it had. little view from the crowd area. In case you want to know, I'm running on about a 12 or a 13% track. Just because I didn't want to change it all that much. Alright, there we go. That's the 5 laps done. Time for us to move on to the next car. Alright, here we go now. 5 laps in the dirt street stock.
Give us a few
Let's
clean
see
laps to get
what we
our
can
fuel
do around
numbers.
here. We'll try running wide the first couple of laps here and then we'll tuck down low. Seems like these corners are tight enough where we'll actually have to ride the brake for the corners.
22.266. 19.844. We've got good fuel data.
Low line in this track state's definitely to go for the dirt street stock though. So I imagine as the track starts squaring out and the slick starts taking the rubber, probably gonna move your way up
19.275.
and, into the heavier stuff around the top. It's definitely a cool little track though, I'll give it that.
19.15.
Alright, next lap is the last lap. Alright, there we go. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I said this was the last lap. This is going to be a terrible time. There we go. That's 5 laps complete now.
21.47.
Alright, let's go and check out the next car. Actually, no, we'll check out the replay, then the next car. Now, this is also the debut for this livery as well. Brand new livery, made lovingly by Mr. Brothers 88. I don't think I've really got low enough to really try out that super low line next to the fence. But this car is definitely a lot more comfortable. Of course, it does come with a setup, as will all the cars from now on. But the street stock definitely loves this track. And I could imagine some good tight racing. I can also imagine some complete shit shows for street stocks around this track. and has to be thinking it's over when it's not. Alright, there we go. That's the 5 laps complete there. Let's move on to the next car. Alright, here we go now. Time for the dirt midget.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Let's see what the speed car can do around here. Sharking up the left front already.
.327.
Whoa, we flipped it. Going back on the wheels, back on the wheels, back on the wheels. Damn it. Right, this is why I'm not a midget driver. Don't worry, that won't count towards our lap count. So we're still on lap 1. It's a bit hard to steer when the wheels are in the air.
18.802. We've got good fuel data.
This is actually a pretty fun track for the little midget.
16.789.
I feel like the setup's probably a little bit tight. And if the setup's a little bit tight for a midget, then that means that for the 2 non-wing sprint cars, it's going to be really tight.
16.826.
She's a bumpy old track,
16.441.
but she's a lot of fun. I think I've done my 5 laps now. So let's go and have a look at how that looks from the outside. Yeah, the midget's just a lot of fun to drive around here. And, you know, it's hiking up the left front. That's when the midgets are the most fun, is when you can barely steer. Because it's hiking up that left front. There you go, that's the 5 laps complete. Time for us to move on to the next car. Alright, here we go, the small block modified. Or the
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Let's see what we can do with 5 laps around here. I used to be good at driving the modifieds, not so much anymore. In fact, I used to be good at driving most of the cars, but not so much anymore. Although this feels very, very confident. So
18.693.
a little bit of understeer there. That's fine. Oh, look at that. That's smooth as butter. Holy shit.
16.629. We've got good fuel data.
Oh yeah, we're absolutely ripping along. This is great. See if we can run the higher line a little bit. Yeah, run that cushion. We've seen that already. We've just gone corner. We're going to have the final corner. Alright, there we go. Let's see how that looks from the outside. Alright, here we go. The laps from the outside of the car now. You can tell I haven't driven these in a while. It's the last first impressions video. But it's a very smooth track for these cars, honestly. It only felt tight that one time. Apart from that, she's pretty comfortable. Yeah, that outside line just did not work. Maybe if the track was a little bit more worn, it would be better. This should be the last lap here, if memory serves me correct. Alright, there we go. Time to move on to the next car. Alright, here we go now for the limited late model.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Around here in the limited.
.994.
Oh, you can flat foot it. I'll make all the D-class people happy. Absolutely flat foot around here in the limited.
16.551. We've got good fuel data.
It's about finding the right line to flat foot it on. That middle line seems pretty good there.
16.485.
Might have just overset the mark there a little bit. She's pretty tight on entry, especially if you're trying to flat foot it. Just got to massage her just right into the corners. There we go, last lap.
16.57.
Ooh, slight lift, we actually went a little bit faster. Oh, and this is going to be much slower. There we go. It's 5 laps on the limited late model. See how that looks from the outside the car. Yeah, this is a really comfortable drive, and the limited late model is a little bit tight because it just doesn't really have the power to kick out the rear end and keep going. But this is enjoyable, and as I said, the D-class punters and everyone who likes to step back into the limited late model will have a lot of fun with this car around this track. Not a bad combination, honestly. And when I say long straightaways, it's long straightaways in comparison to the corners. That was bad. All right, let's move on to the next car now. The 305 sprint car coming up shortly. All right, here we go now. The 305
Give us a few clean laps
car.
to get our fuel numbers.
Let's see how we do. Now, this is actually a part of today's racing, is the 305s around here. It'll be interesting to see, especially how the punters get in early.
18.716.
305 is actually pretty stable across the top.
15.353. We've got good fuel data.
Really nice down low, especially if you just lift ever so slightly. That was too much lift, although it still worked out in the end.
15.236.
Too much lift, we went too low. Also, the slide job never got coming up with turn 4. There we go, last lap. Let's see what we can do.
15.163.
Alright, there it is, 5 laps in a 305 sprint car.
15.152.
So as I was saying before, when I was referring to long straights, it's in comparison to the corners because these are very short corners. So the straightaways just feel really long in comparison to them. There's where we went too low, but we got a good second sector there. It was not our fast lap though. There we go. That's 5 laps done, just like that. Time to move on to the next car. Alright, here we go. Big block model
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
See how the bigger engine handles the track. Oh, she loves the high line.
18.615.
See, this is a car where we actually have to use the brakes.
16.251. We've got good fuel data.
So if you're just using the baseline, you're just going to send it to the fence and you don't. Unless you're
Yeah, looks like
actually
you knocked the toe out there. How's it feel to drive? 17.02.
very comfortable. I imagine as the race goes on and the track splits out, the track will also have a lot of bumps in it, like Charlotte usually does. There we go, that's 5 laps complete. So look at how that looks on the outside of the car.
16.275.
And there's a little wall tap that I did on the first lap. But just look at the aesthetics of this place, it's really nice. People have modified, just the 2 modifieds in general are something where you really get to see the outside world a little bit. Especially if you don't run the rock screen on it. But this is a fun car to drive around here. And I might have to give this a go on official. Might. Don't hold me to it. Left wheel on the air action here as well. And there we go, 5 laps complete. Time to move on to the next car. Alright, here we go now.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Time for the 316 non-wing sprint car. Everyone knows me and non-wings, we never see eye to eye. Let's see how we go.
$17.953.
Alright.
16.056. We've got good fuel data.
Most capable hands, of course. My hands are definitely not capable enough for this.
16.235.
Seconds. Yeah, we're terrible when it comes to trucking and non-wing.
16.511.
Turn 1 and 2 is probably the best I've done this car ever at any track.
16.16.
Oh, hang on, here we go.
15.622.
Ended it just right. See how those 5 laps on outside the car is like right along the fence. Alright, here we go, the 5 laps of the non-wing sprint car. This is the 360, so we've still got the 410 to go. But, yeah, me and the non-wings definitely did not get along. I think I just try to drive it too much like a winged sprint car. That's my biggest problem. That was nice though. That was real nice. And I went and stuffed it up. Alright, there we go. That's 5 laps complete of the non-win sprint car. And here's a wall ride to go with it. It's time for us to move on to the pro late model. Alright, here we go. Pro late
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
This is where we start getting into the serious business of this little video. It's a little bit tight.
17.828.
It's really nice though. A little bit tight, but it's nice.
16.035. We've got good fuel data.
No, it's not like it's gonna kill me tight. It's like I just have to turn it a little bit harder and get off the gas a little bit tight.
15.942.
I do enjoy driving the late models. I'm just not fast enough to really race them consistently. I think I've only ever had like one late model win in my Iracing.
16.253.
But it definitely feels comfortable around here, even with the extra power over the limited. There we go, that's the end of 5 laps right there.
16.16.
See how this looks from outside the car. It didn't start out the greatest, but definitely became pretty good. Last lap was a 16.9. It's a 15, 15.9 the second lap. Yeah, it's like 4 in the morning, so words are muddled. Yeah, I said, the model just feels super comfortable. It's time for us to move on to the next car. Alright, here we
Give
go
us a
now.
few clean laps to get our fuel
360
numbers.
sprint car time. See how we go for 5 laps around here. Yeah, this Lincoln Speedway, I really like it. That's going to be a tough little track.
16.351.
Especially if you get the right vehicle to race with. This 360 is absolutely lapping it up.
14.271. We've got good fuel data.
Just slightly a little bit extra to help settle the car all the way out to the cushion.
14.263.
And I sent it a little bit too hard. Oh, look at that, nothing happened. But yeah, this is another great car combo for this track. And
14.30.
the setup was really nice and solid too. Be a good race to go. There we go.
14.24.
Even with the crash. See how that looked from outside the car. Alright, we go the outside view now. This thing just feels super comfortable around here. The wing spin cars always do. Yep, here's the second. That was a wicked flip. I don't like how a certain amount of the catchment there is non-corporeal mode. I feel like it's a little better job of keeping the car on the track and making it automatically tow back to the pits. Alright, there we go. 5 laps complete. Time to move on to the next car. Alright, time for us to start to get
Give
to
us
the
a few
business
clean
end
laps to get
of
our fuel numbers.
this video. And it's time for the UMP modified to show us what it can do. UMP modified is another one that I just really get able to drive it too well. I can drive it, I can't drive it fast.
18.68.
Okay, so that's fast,
17.243. We've got good fuel data.
Ooh. Likes the low side. Look at that.
16.80.
Too bad I can't replicate it. And I fucked up this lap. Oh yeah, definitely fucked up this lap. Alright, let's see how this looks from the outside.
17.928.
Move on to the next car. This is one of those other cars where I'm just woefully inconsistent. I can't give you a good comparison on how it's actually working around the track, but the UMP does feel pretty good around here. You know, it's not too tight, it's not too loose. You know, I have my moments where I do well in it, and I have my moments where I do bad. But you know, if this is in the World Championship qualifying races again, I reckon the guys driving them will actually have a fun time. You know, it is fierce competition at the end of the day, but you know, it's also about having fun. If you're not having fun, you're in the wrong discipline. And the UMP modified has always just been a car where I've had fun. As my cat is going psycho. This must be the last lap here. Yep. Alright, so that's the UMP modified. Time for us now to move on to the 410 non-wing sprint car. Alright, here we go.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Non-wing sprint car time. Let's hope I just do it slightly better than what I did in the 360. She's very tail happy on the straights.
17.527.
Oh, that was a crappy roll. That shouldn't have happened. Let's do that again.
.222. We've got good fuel data. .449.
One of the things that you seem to get with the non-wing cars especially, they'll turn in a little bit earlier. If you want to make that low line. Don't have the wings already set it into the corner so you can't wait to turn it in. But just like that, our 5 laps are now over. Let's see how this looks from the outside of the car.
15.155.
I thought we were going to hook it on the fence like the 360, but we just flipped it instead. So here we go, outside the car view. Definitely a different beast. See it hike up onto the right front a little bit there. That's dangerous. That's almost flip territory in itself. I did that a few times going into turn 3. Once you sit there and actually get a few laps in, non-wings around here are actually pretty good. There it is, two-wheeling. Two-wheeling is not a good feeling, as they say in stadium super trucks. Alright, there we go, 5 laps complete. Time for us to move on to the super late model. Alright, here we go, super late model time.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Had a couple of different setups to choose from. I just chose to go for the regular setup. So not the qualifying set. Let's see how we go. Oh, she's really tight on brakes. I think maybe the right front's connected.
18.1. We've got good fuel data.
Stay away from the wall. I also noticed why I feel like I can't drive 3 and 4 the same way that I drive 1 and 2. And I was just looking at the track map as this was loading up this time. And it turns out that 3 and 4 is actually a little bit tighter than 1 and 2. This track is slightly egg-shaped. As I think I'm starting to get the hang of it now.
16.005.
Oop, that's a fence. Oh, I'm not getting the hang of it. At the end of our final lap in the super late model.
16.155.
Let's see how that looks from outside the car though. Yeah, see, my biggest problem around here is I was just sitting too close to the fence. It's probably what made it seem tighter on entry. She don't turn good if she can't step out that rear end. That was a big fence hit. I'm surprised I didn't knock the toe out with it. And the calmest looking lap was the last, but it wasn't the fastest. Alright, time for us to move on now to the one that everyone's been waiting for, the 410 sprint car. Alright, here we go, final car.
Give us a few clean laps
The
to get our fuel
410
numbers.
winged sprint car. Let's see what this fire-breathing beast can do around this little track. Ooh, she's feisty.
16.167.
Definitely an excellent track for the 410 sprint cars, as most of them are. I don't actually think
13.596.
besides
We've got good fuel data.
February and Kokomo that I've really had a bad track for
13.733.
That's a fence. That's a flip. Can I still drive? Ooh, I can. The damage isn't that bad. Excellent. The damage is pretty bad, actually. Yeah, we're
22.07.
hey, we drove out of it. Yeah, I could definitely see me.
13.477.
But less. This is our last lap. And there it is, we're done.
13.7.
Let's have a look at this from outside the car and see how we went. I was going to put a reminder out there now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to see more gaming content. Every time there's a handout oval in the iRacing builds, I'll always come out to review it. And don't forget to check out some of my old videos where I used to race more consistently. You can see how good I was when I wasn't doing shit like that. Oh, you can see the toe was out massively. Wow. And in all your future races, good luck, have fun, die quietly. And remember, most importantly, stay salty, friends.
Oh, smoking Jesus titty cinnamon, that is a monster! That's gonna be sweet!